Congratulations, a second Manchester United hat-trick. How much did you need the victory and that performance tonight?
Oh, it's always important. At this club, it's all about winning. And obviously, we want to perform as the best we can. But as I said before, it's all about winning. We need to win games, and this competition is no other option. We are in or out, is what it is. We have a long way to go still, but we are confident that if we focus on every game we have ahead, if we have the right mentality, we can win games.
How crucial was it when Real Sociedad got their penalty and went ahead on the night that you fought back so quickly and got the equaliser?
Obviously, it was good for us because you react quick, so you make the game equally straight away. Obviously, a penalty is a little bit unlucky, but then we get our penalty by a great ball from Casa. Then Rasmus gets in front of the defender, and he's just unlucky that the guy falls. If not, it will be a goal even before. But we are really happy with the performance and the win, and that's the most important thing for us.
It wasn't just in the first half, but all the way through the game. There seemed to be a verve about the attacking play that we saw maybe on Sunday against Arsenal as well. Where has that come from? Is it just a matter of confidence in front of goal in the opposition half?
Oh, obviously, I think with the results, with the performance, when you start to getting a little bit more confident, I think confidence is a big thing in football, and at this club even more, because you know how much you are on the eyes of everyone. So you need to perform always at the highest level to have your confidence too. But the main thing is that we have to back ourselves in the dressing room, in the training ground. Everyone has to understand that we're here for each other.
We've heard the players, your manager, talk about the progress that you've made. Obviously been difficult without much time on the training field, but the last couple of games, have we seen that progress here on the pitch? Are we seeing what Ruben Amorim wants this Manchester United team to look like?
Yeah, I think you can see it at times. Not yet. I think the way the manager wants and we want. We're doing very good progress. But as I said, the progress will be seen if we get results. At this club, it's all about results. We want to perform better. We want to play better. The manager wants us to improve the way we have to play. But at the same time, he wants us to win games.
Before I let you go, I must ask about Rasmus Højlund. He did almost everything but score tonight. But the assist for that fourth goal, wonderful bit of skill. It looked like everybody went over to him and celebrated with him. How much does that help him to try and break this duck with the goals?
Oh, he's a striker. Strikers is all about goals. They're going to be criticised by scoring or not scoring from the outside world. But for us, in the dressing room, we want Rasmus to score as many as he can. But at the same time, we need to understand every movement he does. He got the penalty for the first game, for the first goal. He did a lot of movements to attract people. In my last goal, he attracts the defender with him, what gave me the space to go from the outside. So it's a lot of things that he does that on the outside world probably you can't see it, but we see it. And we see how much he wants to work, how much he wants to score. And I'm pretty sure the goals will come. And as soon as the first one comes, it's going to start coming more and more.
Well done tonight. The Stretford End's chanting your name. I'll let you celebrate with your people.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Yeah, possibly before the game, thoughts were it could be a tough night for him, but I never felt in any doubt over the two legs. Manchester United were a much better team. Okay, they had a bit of a dodgy start tonight, gave the penalty away, and was a little bit sloppy the first 10 minutes, but from then on I thought they were really comfortable in the game. And I even thought that in the first game, other than 15 minutes from Sociedad in the last 15 minutes in that first game. Other than that Manchester United were really comfortable in this game and deserved to win.
With all the noise off the pitch this week, Karen, how much do Manchester United need that?
You know what, the noise in here was brilliant. Fans absolutely outstanding here tonight, and the players gave them something to cheer about. That man there, Bruno, outstanding. You know, we've spoken about him this season, we've spoken about him stepping up, but brilliant. I thought everyone was. It was a brilliant performance, and like Scholes said, thoroughly deserved the win tonight.
A hat-trick from the captain, Bruno Fernandes. Where would United be without him, Paul?
Yeah, he's become a real talisman for this team. He leads by example. And look, he's had a bit of stick. I think we've all given him a bit of stick over this period of time. But I think over the last 6 or 7 weeks especially, he's been brilliant. He stepped up with 2 penalties, great penalty taker, and then his third goal as well. So he'll be scoring goals from that midfield position. He's playing a little bit deeper these days as well, rather than that number 10 role, and he's doing it magnificently. And he's carrying this team to a little bit of success at the minute. Hopefully that can carry on.
fan was spot on, predicted it, the Bruno hat-trick. It was a fun game. There were 3 penalties as well in the match in total, and just some good goals at the end of the game as well, Paul. We enjoyed that.
Yeah, we did. United were really good. There's some really good bits of play in the final third of the pitch. With Bruno's goal there, especially I think the lead up to one of the penalties as well was really good. So a really good performance, exciting performance, 20-odd shots on goal. That's what we expect from this team. They've been really good.
Ruben Amorim's come out to join us. Congratulations, Ruben.
Well done.
Thank you for coming out to talk to us. It's been a big week for Manchester United. Lots of talk off the pitch. You got the performance on the pitch. How much did you need that win?
Yeah, it was a complete week. We show a little bit the future. We dealt with the problems of the present, and then and today we had a good performance from our team. I think the physicality was there, and in this competition it's completely different. We can be the dominant team in physicality. So we are learning about us, about different competitions, how to win games, sometimes how to draw games, to win some points. So it was a tough week, but a good week.
Ruben, you haven't had loads of players to choose from. Do you think that has helped you with the consistent and trying to understand the way you want to play? It feels like it's getting there a bit better, especially defensively. I think De Ligt has been magnificent. Bruno and Casemiro coming into the team as well. He's had a great experience.
Yeah, like I said, I think I'm also learning how to use players like Casemiro, and like you said, without a lot of options, we are trying to put our players in the best positions, and that help us a lot. I think you can feel that they have more freedom, and then because of one game in Spain that we try to use the pace of Garnacho on the right, and he showed me so many things on the right, maybe better than the left. So I'm trying to find the best solution for the team, and that helps us to play all the time with the same team. It was hard. Sometimes we lost some pace in the end of the games, but we are learning.
I know a lot's made of Rasmus not scoring a goal for some time, but there's many centre forwards that play this game and the only thing they do is score a goal. And if they don't do that, they don't really get involved in the game. I think Rasmus Højlund, if he doesn't score, which he hasn't done again tonight, he still gives you things. As a centre forward, he works so hard. He gives you presence up there.
It's just because we play with the 2 10s, we need one player to push the team to make the runs, and he's doing that. He's helping a lot the team. He's better in connection. Today he did some 3 or 4 connections that can allow us to change the side of the game. He assists for 1 goal, so he just needs to score a goal. He's so anxious. You can see the ball is bouncing.
You can see the rest of the team. So please pass him.
And the ball is bouncing inside the box. He's so anxious, his body. So he's going to score 1. He deserves it.
Yeah.
Ruben, there was obviously a lot of noise this week, but for me, it felt really different. It felt like the team was galvanised by everything. It felt really together, and it just felt really good today for them.
I think that's small things that are really important. We play in Spain. I think they felt that we can go to the next stage. And then we came here now with 2 days to prepare the game. That small feeling of the second half, that we were there, they start to believing. And then I felt during the week, they felt that we can do this. Sometimes I feel in the team, we can do this. We are good players. We can be a good team. And today I felt that even we had the sent off, but even without the sent off, you feel that the team are going to win this game.
A hat-trick from Bruno Fernandes, another game where he stepped up for the team. How good is the example that he sets in your squad?
It's hard for a player like Bruno. Sometimes he wants to win really bad. Sometimes he wants to win too much. If it's not a bad thing, but sometimes he's go around different positions. He doesn't trust in the teammates, and sometimes he can show that frustration. But he's always there, and the guy that can play one game and then suddenly he will be ready to play in the different position. He can set pieces. He can score penalties with a high pressure. He can make transitions in the last 15 minutes of the game with a lot of games. So it's perfect for us, and we need to help him to win titles because he deserves it.
I was just going to ask you about Bruno's position. Actually, we see him mainly as a number 10, but he's gone back inside central midfield role and been absolutely brilliant. Now, when number 10s go back into that role, it normally lasts for maybe 2, 3, 4 games. But he looks like he's capable of doing that role full time. Is that something you're thinking about?
Yeah, he's. But sometimes I need to this team someone to take the ball to the last third. So I try to use Bruno, and I push Bruno a little bit back. Like in your time, you push Giggs was one player. In the end, he's coming inside. So I'm trying to help the team, not thinking about Bruno. About the team and try to push the team forward, because Bruno near the box is so dangerous, can assist, can shoot. So
it's almost as if you need Bruno's number 8 and the number 10.
Yes. Sometimes it's number 6. Sometimes it's number 6. I think Casemiro gave us a little bit calm. Sometimes it takes a little bit long. When he was not playing too much, you feel it in the games against Newcastle. The pace was not there.
Yeah.
But is giving that first moment of build-up, and you can push Bruno near the goal. Is so danger there.
You talked in the build-up to this game about the importance of staying in this competition, of what getting a win would mean. It would give you purpose, it would give you energy for the rest of this campaign, Ruben. It's Lyon next in the competition in the quarter-finals. Could what has been a disappointing season have a really positive finish now?
Yeah, and then we have a lot of games in Premier League. In my head, we are going to use every minute to improve the team, because this will not end in this season. We have to prepare also the future. Against Lyon is going to be a different game, because the physicality is there. They play in the league that is so physical, like ours. Doesn't have the same quality, but the physicality. So it's going to be a different game. We have to find the different ways of winning the games, and we will be ready for that.
For now, thank you very much for talking to us, and congratulations on the win tonight and making it to the quarterfinals. Thank you, Ruben.
First, Bruno Fernandes scored a hat-trick against Real Sociedad to send Manchester United through to the quarter-finals of the Europa League. So 4-1 on the night, 5-2 on aggregate. A couple of penalties initially for Fernandes after Manchester United had gone behind thanks to Mikel Oyarzábal's penalty in the 10th minute. But Real Sociedad reduced to 10 men in the second half, and United scored twice after that. Diogo Dalot capping things off in stoppage time. So Manchester United are into the last 8, where they'll play Athletic Bilbao next. And Mike Phelan was watching that. It looks pretty comfortable, Mike, from the scoreline, was it?
I think over the 2 legs it was. They dominated quite well out there in Spain, and then obviously the game was pretty open at Old Trafford. It settled down at 1-1, but then United came into it. Obviously the sending off late in the game and allowed United to really put Sociedad to the point where they couldn't really recover. But great hat-trick from Fernandes, great performances from Zirkzee, great performance from Højlund as far as what we've seen previously. Now can they capitalise on that and really build on this momentum that they've got in the Europa League into the Premier League? But also, can they gain confidence? It's important now that they find a way of showing this grit, determination, energy levels. They made it pretty physical, and really the crowd responded. The fans responded to all that. A great European night at Old Trafford.
Perhaps that the consistency isn't there for them in the Premier League, certainly to go anywhere near the European places. So it feels all on the Europa League. Is there enough quality in this dressing room, do you think, to go through 2 more 2-legged ties and win a final?
They've had bigger tests in the Premier League, that's definite. In Europe, they have a different mentality. They've shown that because they are showing consistency in this competition. Can they go all the way? Yeah, of course they can. They can definitely go all the way. I think the English clubs now, we can talk about Tottenham later on, they've got you by the edge of the seat of your pants, really, haven't they? But United controlled the game better, I think, and overall, they deservedly go through. It'd be interesting now, leading into that next round, that next game, what's available to them, and also what's available to Tottenham going forward. But this guy here on my left here, I've never seen anybody as nervous and jumpy in my life. But it's a good result for both teams.
Yeah, that is the life of a Tottenham fan, Mike. Thank you very much indeed for being with us. Let's talk about the other team then from the Premier League who will be in the quarter-finals, because Tottenham also...
Here at Old Trafford at half-time, it's 1-1 between Manchester United and Real Sociedad. A first half of 2 penalties, Paul. You asked for a fast start from Manchester United, but we got it from Sociedad. Firstly, was it a penalty?
Yeah, I think it was. I think United started really sloppy, giving the ball away. We see Dorgu there giving the ball away. And I think it is a penalty. I think he does kick through the back of him. Didn't really see it at first. It was difficult to see, but the replay clearly shows that he's gone right through the back of him to try and get to the ball. And I think the referee has to give the penalty.
In Sociedad last week, in Spain last week, Real Sociedad got a penalty then as well. And fairly similarly, no one appealed for it then. No one appealed for this one either. The referee had to go over to the monitor and give it, thanks to VAR checking it. And you can see here what Matthias de Ligt thinks of it. He said, a bit soft that. Do you think, Karen?
Look, he's attempted to obviously go for the ball, but I have to agree with Scholes. He's gone through the player, and Oyarzábal there, same as last week, stepped up. Last week he went down the middle, and this went to the side now. So look, as Scholes said, we wanted a fast start from United, but it was only one team that didn't. It wasn't United that started fast, but you see it there. He's kicked through the back of him. I think it's a good decision in the end from VAR to step in and say it's a penalty.
Yeah. Now, just 2.5 minutes after the restart, Manchester United then get a penalty of their own. Happy that this is a penalty, Paul?
Yeah, I think so. It's quite similar some ways. He has to go through the man to try and get the ball. It's a really good pass from Casemiro. Great run from Bruno Fernandes. And you're just thinking Højlund's going to get his goal there, and unfortunately it's a little bit clumsy from the centre-half, I think. Not too sure who actually touches that, but again, I think it is a penalty, and you have to say both penalties were taken brilliantly.
13 goals for Bruno Fernandes this season for Manchester United. One thing that was really noticeable, we noticed from the fans and the players on the pitch as well, how they all ran over to Rasmus Højlund when he won that penalty, Karen. They're so desperate for him to perform tonight.
There's definitely been a different mood than when I've been here previously at United. The fans, there's definitely a positive atmosphere, and they've always been behind the players, but it feels a little bit more tonight. And I think for Højlund, we were desperate for him to get that goal, but look, if it wasn't that, it had to be the penalty. And I've been quite pleased with the first 45 minutes. It feels different, it's positive. The only thing now is you want them to go and get that result.